is News 13 at 10 with Sam Wright.
Good evening and thank you for choosing News 13. The Northwest Wyoming man who's been missing for weeks has finally been found. The body of 61-year-old Gib Mathers was discovered by a horseback rider in the backcountry of the Shoshone National Forest this morning. Mathers was last seen in his truck about halfway between Cody and Yellowstone January 31st. Park County Sheriff spokesman Lance Mathis says Mathers' body was found in the Elk Fork Creek drainage about 2 miles from the highway. Authorities didn't know Mathers was missing until a highway patrolman noticed his snow-covered truck parked a half-mile from the Elk Fork campground. Members of the Park County Search and Rescue spent hundreds of hours searching for the missing man in the last 6 weeks. Mathers was a reporter and photographer for the Powell Tribune. When he was last seen, he was taking pictures from his truck near the Elk Fork campground. We will bring you more information on this story Sunday. Before we head to our next story, we'll check with meteorologist Justin Roth. Justin, we mentioned in the previous show the really nice weather we have right now. Is that going to be the theme for the next week? It
is going to be the theme for the next week. We're going to enjoy these way above, really just way above normal temperatures. So it's going to be absolutely gorgeous outside. We do have a couple alerts to tell you about. So we'll start in the northern portion of the state. We do have a high wind warning in effect till Sunday at 6 a.m. For the Cody foothills in Park County. Down on the other side of the state in the southeast, we have a high wind warning in effect until Sunday at 2 p.m. Areas crossed by Albany, Carbon County that infects areas just to the west of Cheyenne. And then over to the west there in Sweetwater County, we do have a flood warning for the Green River until Sunday at 11 a.m. I have been informed, though, Sam, that was ice jam flooding. It has the ice jam portion has started to flow its way downriver, so I suspect that alert will expire tomorrow.
And with those winds coming in, I'm sure, as you always say, warm temperatures on the way too, right?
That's right.
I like to hear that. Thank you, Justin. Violations of trailer and overweight restrictions between Jackson and the Idaho state line have led to increased presence of highway patrol. Wyoming Highway Patrol says violations have led to unnecessary crashes, pass closures, and stranded motorists who were legally on the highway. Strategies to minimize violations include upgrading the signage near Wilson, Wyoming that advises of closure and utilizing weight sensors and license plate readers to notify authorities. Overtime will be utilized to increase manpower on Teton Pass until the April 1st season closure is lifted. The annual 4-H Carnival returned today for their largest fundraiser. News 13's Tyler Wagensback attended the carnival to see how families were enjoying the festivities.
Out of this world, the theme for Natrona County 4-H's Carnival this year. Bake sales, games, and pony rides were all part of the fun-filled day.
Well, the 4-H Carnival is a long-standing tradition here in the county. Many of the other counties do them also. We love to get our 4-H kids and our 4-H clubs together.
The yearly carnival raises funds for services 4-H staff give to their members. The carnival chairman says the families help put on this event.
We get lots of participation from 4-H families manning the booth, and we have probably 2,000 to 3,000 people showing up to see the actual carnival and participate in the carnival.
One 4-H member's booth idea went right down the toilet, but not necessarily in a bad way.
TP throw, it's a toilet paper game that you put toilet paper on there, you hit it as hard as you can, try to make it in the toilets. I really think it's funny.
For 37 years, the 4-H staff has held this carnival event. Parents and their kids in attendance say it's a great way to have fun and show support as well.
Well, it's a lot of fun and a good time for your kids, and it's a history for us of coming every year and working our booth. It's our way of giving back.
And staff hopes everyone will have
A fun family day.
and a baller of a time. Tyler Wagensback, News 13, Casper.
Natrona County 4-H staff says they raise around $6,000 to $7,000 each year it's held. Coming up after the break, the Vice President and others continue to push the Republican health care plan. But first, here are your Powerball numbers.
You're watching Kcwy TV, where news comes first. This is News 13 at 10.
The Vice President and others continue to push the Republican health care plan today. NBC's Steve Patterson reports from California tonight on the hard sell.
2,700 miles from Washington.
Hold on. So for next. Hold on.
Congressman Darrell Issa faces angry constituents at a town hall back home in Oceanside, California.
You deserve good health care that doesn't make that coverage cost too much.
He's just one of the Republican leaders attempting to ease fears about changes that could affect millions.
We want him to please protect the ACA.
Vice President Mike Pence took the stage in Louisville, Kentucky today to make a pitch pumping up the administration's plan by putting down Obamacare.
Obamacare has failed the people of Kentucky, it's failed the people of America, and Obamacare must go.
Pence is here to win over a state where the number of uninsured fell from 20% to just 7.5% in 2015 under Obamacare.
We need every Republican in Congress, and we're counting on Kentucky.
It's a balancing act. Pence, as salesman-in-chief, is also having to reassure conservative critics who say the plan is too similar to Obamacare.
There's enough conservatives that they can't pass Obamacare light. That's why this week what's going on behind the scenes is a charm offensive.
Under the newly dubbed American Care Act, the GOP wants to end additional Medicaid funding before 2020 and repeal the mandate that people must have health coverage. The Brookings Institution estimates 15 million Americans could lose coverage over the next decade. A back-and-forth battle, now moving from Capitol Hill to the main streets across the nation. Steve Patterson, NBC News.
And now to check back in with meteorologist Justin Roth. Justin, we have a lot going on. We're losing our hour kind of into the morning of this time frame we're at right now. We got St. Patrick's Day coming up, and all of it is with some good weather. I like that.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Some great weather. It'd be a little bit of a breeze in the air, but nothing compared to last week where it was just windy constantly here in Casper. But we'll have all the details on another warm week ahead, all coming up right after the break.
And now, News 13 weather with meteorologist Justin Roth.
Welcome back. As we take a look at some regional temperatures outside right now, it's 35 degrees in Denver. It is 40 degrees in Idaho Falls. Chilly 17 degrees in Rapid City. A lot different than here in Casper, where we saw a high today of 54 degrees. 34 was our overnight low. Just a little bit of precipitation with some scattered rain showers falling through the area. So let's go ahead and take a look at radar as we do see some cloud cover starting to build its way across parts of Wyoming, moving more in a southeasterly direction. So taking a little bit of a close look, you can see some already snow showers falling in the western mountain as expected. And there's a little bit of a line that you don't see right there on radar, but when we go ahead and pause it for a second, you do see a line released by central Wyoming. So we're starting to see rain showers in the lower elevations, a little bit of snow shower mixing in there in the cooler spots. So this is what I was talking about earlier today, where we are expecting scattered rain showers overnight tonight and then into your Sunday morning. So these are going to continue really all day Sunday as we go ahead and we take a look at your current temperatures. 40 degrees in Douglas, 34 in Gillette. It's 42 degrees in Worland. Here in Casper, we're at 44 degrees under mostly clear skies, but there's some cloud cover moving through the area. Southwest wind at 15 miles per hour. So as we go ahead and take a look at Futurecast here, those scattered showers are snow showers and rain showers are going to continue into your morning hours. So this is at 7 a.m. and you don't see a whole lot here on radar or on Futurecast, excuse me, but they're going to be very scattered. Throughout the day, really throughout your whole Sunday. They'll start to taper off around the afternoon hours and then kind of kick up in the evening hours with some snow showers in the higher elevations. But once again, we're not expecting a whole lot of precipitation to fall from this area on a stationary front. And as we take a look at the model runs here, not a whole lot. Mostly goose eggs across central Wyoming. Most of the snowfall is going to be in the higher elevations where there's just enough area or there's enough cooler weather up there to sustain the snowfall. So overnight lows tonight going to be mostly in the 30s across much of the state. As we go ahead and look here in Casper, we're looking at scattered rain showers. Some snow showers are possible. We're going to see those increasing winds after 11 p.m. About a 40% chance to see some rain showers this evening. 35 will be our overnight low with gusts up to 40 miles per hour as we look at your Sunday's forecast highs. 49 degrees for Glen Rock, 45 over in Wright, 46 degrees for Buffalo. Temperatures in southeast Wyoming, 51 degrees for Cheyenne. We're looking at 47 in Laramie, 46 for Rollins, southwest Wyoming, 49 degrees for Rock Springs, 53 degrees in Lander. Over in Northwest Wyoming, Cody is going to be at 49 degrees, 55 for Thermopolis, 42 over in Jackson. Breakdown forecast for you here. Once again, you're going to see those morning rain showers, 43 degrees. They'll kind of taper off around the lunch hour into the afternoon. Gusts up to 30 miles per hour, 47 degrees by noon. We're going to see a high on your Sunday of about 51 degrees here in Casper. Don't forget to push or spring forward your clock tonight before you go to sleep, or if you want to stay up till 2 a.m., go ahead and do it then. 53 degrees for Monday, a little bit breezy Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We do have 60s, though, in our forecast for both Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Over to Riverton and Fremont County, we're looking at breezy conditions for your Sunday, 55 degrees, 59 on Tuesday, and 61 on Wednesday. Sheridan County, 46 degrees for your Sunday, 48 on Monday. Chance for some little bit of rain, snow mix in there for both Sunday and Monday, and then some spotty rain showers on Tuesday. But yes, you in the northern half of the state will also get those 60s on Wednesday.
Great conditions, Justin. I like it a lot. Yeah. Well, Mandy Knight will join us for highlights of the high school state basketball championship.
And now, News 13 Sports with Mandy Knight.
Welcome back. It's Championship Saturday in high school hoops. Some teams made history while others repeated winning the state title. We'll head out to the event center starting with 4A boys. The Kelly Walsh Trojans taking on Rock Springs to beat Gillette by 1 point to make it here tonight. First quarter, Jackson High takes the feed across court and drives right to the hoop, looking to lay it up softly, and Kcwy gets on the board first. Hyatt launches it up court to Sam Marsh wide open for the three, and he's got it like nobody's business for the Trojans to lead 4-2. Rock Springs quickly to answer back with a three of their own by Nick McMurdy, and for the go-ahead by 1 point. Kcwy's Marsh wide open in the corner, and he goes up from downtown, and he sinks it to take the lead back 12-9. Manatula out wide sends it across court to Hyatt, posted up, and he's right there, and that is why the Trojans have been so good all season. The 6'4 senior makes it look so easy getting around the defense and the score. Kelly goes up by 5. Natula back in action, fires it to Cam Carter wide open, and he's right on the money with the three-point shot, and Kcwy extends their lead 21-9. The Trojans started off the game on fire and kept it going the remainder of the matchup to beat Rock Springs 62-49. This marks Kcwy's first boys state championship title since 1981. And now to the 3A boys championship game. Riverton takes on Worland. And right there, Kylan Schultz, he takes the feed, and he's got that one for the Wolverines to go up 37-19. And right there, Stone Ramos, he's got that one to cut Riverton's lead 40-23. And Easton Paxton, he takes the feed and goes right through the hole, finishing up with a layup, and the Wolverines take a 21-point lead. Fourth quarter, Kyron Higgs launches it across court, and the shot goes up, no good, but Teron Debley grabs a loose ball, and he puts it back up for the bucket. Riverton extends their lead 58-29 in the score. Debley sees Kylan Schultz setting the pick, and he goes right around him and brings it home looking fancy, and the Wolverines go ahead by 31 points. And Riverton controlled the tempo throughout the remainder of the game, crushing Worland 62-34. Tonight will go down in history for the squad as this marks the school's first ever boys basketball state title.
For these kids to do it the first time. I will say, though, that there are a lot of great Riverton teams that just didn't have the opportunity to do this, and this one was for them for sure.
And I don't think it ever crossed our mind like state championship game. We were just having fun with our best friends out there, our family, and just playing the game we all love to play.
Now to the ladies' Big 4A matchup with Gillette looking to three-peat as the state champs, taking on Cheyenne East. The Cannibals go up from behind the arc, and Riley Hadley comes through to extend their lead 36-21. Camels on a fast break, fired down court, and Kalina Smith finishes the job to go up 38-23. Right now, Cheyenne East is trailing by 15 points, and the ladies start to rally with a bucket from Cassette Stellar, making a 38-27 game. Thunderbirds still playing catch-up, and they execute again with a shot from downtown by Mackenzie Fagenbush. The ladies now trail 38-32. Cheyenne East on a roll. Mackenzie Painter, she hits one from behind the arc and cuts Gillette's lead to 3. Fourth quarter, T-Birds driving on offense, and Katie Loken takes it right to the hoop to make it a 1-point game, trailing 45-44. East looking to take the lead from way back. The shot's no good, but Jaden Kansler comes through with the putback, and the girls sit in front 49-48. Talk about a comeback, but the T-Birds are not done yet. They get on board again from Kansas to go up by 3 points. And the momentum the rest of the game was in the corner of Cheyenne East, and the ladies hold on for the win to 53-50. To come back from a 15-point deficit to win a state title is incredible. And the T-Birds fell to Gillette 3 times earlier this season, and they're happy to finish off the year taking them down once and for all.
For a three-peat for them, they probably get one of those every 4 or 5 years, you know. So, I mean, those teams are always going to play hard. What I'm really happy about is that our kids won, because I think our kids deserve that. I mean, they've worked so hard. These seniors have worked so hard for this moment.
It's our last game of the year. Let's just go out with a bang. And Gillette, we've always lost to Gillette like every year, and it's like this game is like the last game of our whole season. Most of us have basketball careers, so we just went out, hustled our butts up, and just pulled it out.
Now to the 3A Girls State Championship. It's a rematch from last year's title game with Worland and Star Valley. Let's see if the Lady Warders can repeat. First quarter, Worland on offense. Charlie Townsend quickly moves to the open spot and gets the shot off in time for the bucket. Warriors up 2-1. Star Valley feeling the pressure. Worland almost takes it away, but the Braves recover. Emily Kcwy, she takes it outside the arc and finds Riley Burmester underneath, and she puts it up and in for the score. Lady Braves in front 5-2. Now, you just saw previously in the play how tenacious Worland is on defense, and you see it again right here. Kcwy makes the steal and breaks down court and finishes with a layup for the Warriors to trail by 1. Second quarter, Braves looking to extend their lead with a 3, no good, but Olivia Moore, she has the underneath positioning, and Star Valley extends their lead 17-11. Last time the 3 was no good, but this time Savannah Lucero comes through for the Braves to go up by 9. Fourth quarter, Worland making a comeback with a layup from Townsend to make it a tie game at 43. But Star Valley finishes in front, winning 44-43, and the Lady Braves, they crushed Worland's shot of repeating as the state champion, and they're happy to feel redemption.
It's just outstanding. Last year we lost in a tough one, and to see them work hard all season and then win the big game, it's just the highlight of coaching to see that.
I expected them to come out hard, and we played them last year, so they came out hard last year also, so we just wanted to redeem ourselves and come out strong.
I think once you get to the state championship games for basketball, my high school got to do it a few times when I was in there. I think those are probably one of the most exciting venues you can do in. It's really fun to be in the arenas. Now, they were playing at the event center today, so nice big atmosphere, a lot of fans coming from all over, and they get to enjoy a really great competition between all the teams that participated today.
Taylor was there, shooting the game, and she was saying how much energy it was. Everyone was rushing down to the floor, and how exciting it was for, Kelly Walsh to come through winning a state title, and it's exciting. We cover that team all the time. So.
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement.
Well, Justin will join us again for the 7-day outlook. So, Mandy, really fun to wrap up championship basketball.
Absolutely.
And for a lot of the victors that are within the area, got some great weather to look forward to, Justin.
Yeah, now, don't forget, though, we need a spring ahead tonight. So, spring forward. Daylight savings time is beginning once again, so turn your clocks ahead 1 hour, either before you go to sleep, or if you want to stay up till 2 a.m., then you can do it then, really in the early hours of your Sunday morning. But, as we've been really kind of saying all night, your Sunday and really the rest of your week is looking pretty warm. You just got to worry about some overnight rain showers and then some Sunday morning scattered rain showers, just really until about the lunch hour or so. But if you look there, we're going to be in the 60s by the end of the week, or by the middle of the week there.
Really nice. Obviously we've got to compensate for the winds, but for the most part, really nice weather. I like it.
Absolutely.
It's great. Well, in Florida, a group of kids are working to spread the messages that kindness is now cool.
Kind is the new cool.
They're part of a group called Wear the Cape, which aims to stop bullying and spread kindness. They were part of the group in New Jersey where they used to live. Now that they've moved to Florida, they are eager to start a southern chapter. They plan to hold a school assembly at the Outdoor Academy of Sarasota later this month. Love to see that, guys.
That's great. Absolutely. Great calls.
Great calls. Well, thank you again for joining us this evening. You have a great one.